So, I want you guys to wish me luck because I am going to try making pickles. So, I found 2 different recipes, and one of them calls for honey and sugar as well, and like red pepper flakes. So, I don't know about that one, but I think I'll kind of weigh my options. I don't know if I want to add red pepper flakes or not, but I also have my garlic right here. And actually, I bought more garlic and didn't realize I had garlic at home. But, so, like, this recipe calls for a cup of vinegar. And then, like, 5 cups of water and a half cup of sugar and a third of a cup of salt. So that's a lot of freaking salt. But we're going to try it and I hope that it turns out well. And I got my jars over here soaking so I can clean them. So, had to do a little bit of research, but for the amount of water and amount of vinegar I'm using, I can use like 3 tablespoons of pickling spice. So, I think I'm going to add that and my salt and my sugar because this doesn't have any salt in it. So, we're going to try it and go from there. So apparently you have to make a brine, and that brine will have to boil, and then before I can do anything else, I'll have to let it cool. So while that is going, what I will do is I will like cut my cucumbers, and I guess we can just go from there. Also, I need to find my tablespoon. There's my tablespoon. I don't know about this. We're gonna try. I've never done anything like this before, so thank you guys for joining me for the adventure. So I guess just be ready for a whole bunch of videos because I want to take you guys along with me on this because this is an adventure. Also, I'm going a little stir crazy because Michael works nights and I haven't really seen anybody. I mean, I saw Haley and all, but haven't seen anybody, and so like this is gonna be my way of like communicating with you guys. So it says I need a third of a cup of what you call it. It's over here. A third of a cup of salt. It has to be kosher salt. Another thing that I read said non-iodized salt, so I don't know, we're just gonna go with it. So whew. I hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. So yeah, I do have kosher salt. This is coarse, so I hope that's okay. But I have to have a third of a cup. That's a lot of freaking salt. Holy crap. I hope these pickles turn out good. Also, Michael's gonna like get on to me because we cleaned the apartment, or the kitchen area of the apartment, a couple weeks ago, I guess. And the big old chunk of salt. Michael got rid of all my canning jars and all because I've had them for years at this point. Okay, so kind of needed to get rid of it. And yeah, so had to buy a thing of jars today. And I hope it'll be okay. Don't know. Gotta grab my sugar because this is the sugar that we use for our coffee and everything else. So this, alright, so you missed me. I like choked on the sugar air that came out. So I am going to turn this on medium high, I don't know. It's got to boil. It didn't really say for how long it had to boil. It just had to come to a rolling boil. And then I have to set it aside and let it cool. So yeah. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to like catch up on things, and I'm going to finish washing my jars, and I'm going to wash my cucumbers and all, and I'll get back to you when I start slicing. Okay? Alright, so I got my pickles clean. I got like 4 of them because I didn't know how many freaking pickles I needed. And we're going to cut them. And I know Lillian's probably going to end up watching this eventually, and she's going to be like, you're using the wrong knife. I don't know if I'm using the right knife. I'm just using a sharp one at this point. So instead of doing, I may do 2 sets of spears. and then the rest chips. So I'm gonna chop off my ends. Also, I thought I was using a sharp knife. This is not a sharp knife. Holy crap. Let me find a better one. I have so many knives in this apartment, but like none of them are ever sharp. So, that one's not the best, but it'll do. That'll do. That'll do, pig. So, go on. I'm sorry, let me curl my knuckles. Okay, well. Let's try this some more. Let me tuck my knuckles and everything, because, you know, you don't want any blood in your cucumbers and your pickles. So, we will just try. And if they don't work out, then they don't work out. And then I've only spent a couple of dollars. Just a big old hunk right there. Alright, so there's that. Maybe let me get a bowl. Let me get a bowl to put them in. Boom. Okay. Look. And my cucumbers. I kind of want to eat some right now, but we're not going to. So I'm going to set that off to the side. Get me another cucumber. My stuff hadn't come to a rolling boil yet, but it's getting there. So, alright, cut the end. Going a little stir crazy, but it'll be okay. Alright. Pickle. I love how I'm calling these pickles already, but they're still cucumbers. Maybe it's like one of those, like, wishful thinking things. Like, if I think I am, therefore I will be. I don't know. That's some weird saying like that. I don't know. We're almost there with the brine. So, also, I don't know whoever taught me how to cut, but I don't know how to cut. Can't cut worth crap. Oh, well, you know, I think if I hold it like that, that's a little better. I don't know. I should really take some tips from Gordon Ramsay. Actually, speaking of Gordon Ramsay, I have 24 hours hell and back playing in the bedroom because I need background noise, even when I have headphones on. I guess it's just to think that somebody else is here. Because I don't like being alone. Alright, so I am just going to assume that my brine is done just because it's been boiling and it's about as good as it's going to get. Also, 2 cucumbers. I've got 3 jars of chips and I still have some cucumbers. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I think I'm only going to stick with these. I could probably make one more jar. I'll make one more jar. And then I'll just do 1 extra cucumber. So I'm going to put these in here. And I still have to put garlic and dill seed, or dill weed in here, because I didn't do that yet. Okay, there. I have 4 jars of chips, and I can... Also, I greatly underestimated the fact that a bulb of garlic is a whole thing. So... I have to peel it and thinly slice it. So this should be fun. I don't like slicing vegetables or herbs or whatever you want to call them. I don't like it at all. Don't come at me. I wash my knife in between doing things. And I just... Oh, there's so much paper. It's about as bad as an onion. I don't like working with onions either. So, this may take me a while, so I will get back to you guys when I get it all sliced up, and we can go from there. Okay? Okay. So, I added some ice to my brine. I did 1 more cucumber and did spears, and I have 4 jars of chips. So, I should be able to go on and start filling these, to be honest. I kind of want to put 1 more in here. I don't know about this. We'll put that one right there. There we go. Alright, so I added some, like, dill gooey to the jars. There's some garlic in there. And I've got my brine over here. Just gonna flip it down. That's got spices in it. I was just stirring it, so that's why everything's kind of like sitting in the middle. So yeah, let's get them in there, wash our pot out, and start working on a water bath to seal these. So, alright, so definitely some of these are sticking out a little bit farther than I would like. Also, I'm gonna have a lot more brine than what I thought I was gonna have. So, I don't really know what to do with that information, but make sure I get some of the spices in there. So yeah, so far this has been an interesting experience. I've been listening to YouTube during this, and listening to the stuff about Gwen Shamblin, who was the preacher, pastor, whatever you want to call her, of the Way Down Church in Franklin, Tennessee. So that was kind of cool. I'm from Franklin County, but I'm not from Franklin, but I do know people who are from Franklin, and my papa used to go there a lot. So that's really cool to listen to. Yeah, so if you're ever curious about that kind of stuff, definitely look into it. It's very interesting. But then again, I'm also a person that enjoys cults. So yeah, so also, if you guys have any recommendations on, like, mega church leaders or anything like that that I could, like, look into, like, please send them my way. I do enjoy looking at that stuff, because it's really interesting to me. And, you know, that makes me question and think about life in general more often. So, yeah. So, I'm not... this is going to be a little messy. But it'll be alright. A little bit. There we go. So, yeah.